What's up, everybody? Welcome to Top 10 Character Moments. Today we're breaking down my list for the top 10 best moments of Miles Morales. Be sure to stay tuned every Friday for my latest top 10 video. Also, subscribe to the channel, and if you have, tell everyone you know that this is the place to be. Also tell them to go over to my other YouTube channel called Sector for Nerds, link in the description below, and subscribe there as well. Before I begin my list, I just want to let y'all know how much I love these Spider-Verse movies. I'm more excited for the third movie in this trilogy than anything that the MCU is putting out right now. I've fallen in love with this universe, and I've fallen in love with the characters, especially Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy. I haven't felt this much hype for something since Avengers Endgame. The time between Infinity War and that movie is the most exciting but also frustrating time as a Marvel fan. I say frustrating just in the sense of waiting and waiting and waiting to see what happens next. And unfortunately, I know this is probably going to be a bit longer than a year's worth of wait. So I said, you know what? I don't want to wait anymore to talk about these characters, so guess what? I'm gonna do it now. Alright, you guys, with that in mind, let's get into some honorable mentions before cracking the top 10. First up, having a heart-to-heart chat with his dad as Spider-Man. This is how you have a chat with your parents without actually chatting with your parents, but at the same time chatting with your parents. Still with me, folks? Spider-Man gives the man some advice on how to handle his son. Rather clever, actually. Next up, play dumb. Not that dumb, this is just funny. It's been memed to death and I still love it. That's really all I've got to say about it. And finally, shoulder touching Gwen. This was funny but also super cringy, cause the moment his uncle showed him how to do it, I just knew it was gonna fail. But it was so much worse than I could have imagined, cause like his hand got stuck to her hair because of the spider webs, and it was bad. It was bad. Alright, you guys, let's get into the top 10 list itself. You guys ready? Here we go. At number 10, swinging around as Spider-Man for the first time. It was like a baby taking his first steps, lol. But he had a good teacher in Peter Parker to help him out. At number 9, having a heart-to-heart chat with his mother as Miles. I love a good heart-to-heart mother and son chat. Starting out with her trying not to ice his game, man, and then it really got deep. It's like you could see Miles wanted to tell her everything because he wants to be able to vent out his frustrations, but he knows the potential consequences if he does. That struggle of being Spider-Man, not many people can relate to it. She tells him all these things that she kind of proves to be right about, and it makes the end of that second movie that much more heartbreaking when he does have that heart-to-heart with her and tells her that he's Spider-Man, only to find out he's in the wrong universe. Miles, you better get back to your universe, defeat Spot, protect your family, and tell your mother everything. You understand me? At number 8, defeating Spot. I mean, this was your typical opening fight of the movie scene, but my man made quick work out of him. Good work, Miles. We'll never see him again. He won't become the main villain of this movie, much less this trilogy, and be the biggest threat to your future ever. Oh boy. At number 7, reuniting with Gwen. Oh, this was so wholesome, though kind of awkward in some points. Like when Gwen says, "Look at you, you grew, have a little growth spurt." So much regret in that look right there. Lots of awkwardness when she started looking through his drawings too. Also, Gwen, why did you rip the action figure out of the package? Tell me why. But the part I love most is when they're sitting on that building just chatting with each other. They both understand one another better than anyone else do in their lives. Reason why I love these two Spider-Man together so much is this idea of when they're struggling in their lives as Spider-Man or woman. Instead of running away, they can run to each other. Corny, I know. Because they both understand the struggle. Man, I ship these two hard. Like, I've got my ships, and this is one of my top ones, I promise you that. Oh no, maybe that's a future video. My top 10 ships. In every universe, Gwen Stacy falls for Spider-Man, and in every universe, it doesn't work out. Like the battle against Thanos, if there's 14,605 outcomes and only one outcome where we win, I want these two to be that one where it actually works. At number 6, saving civilians. Every good Spider-Man has to be able to do that, and Miles does it well. Gwen even compliments him by saying he's amazing. Felt like that was her way of saying she likes him. This man is so good, he broke canon events and saved people. Wait a minute. At number 5, standing up for himself against everyone. After Miguel explains what a canon event is, he's like, "Sorry buddy, we have to keep you here." And then I sat there thinking to myself, okay, if it's a canon event, then it's bound to happen, right? Kinda like that Doctor Strange episode of What If. And it's kind of dawned on me while thinking about it right now. I think the reason Miguel wanted to hold Miles as a prisoner isn't because he's gonna try and break a canon event, it's because he knows he can. Because we literally just talked about him doing it. But I'm with Miles. You can't just ask him to sit there and not try to protect his family. There's all these emotional depths in Spider-Man movies where they have to live with whatever happens and the guilt of it. But imagine how lame it would be for Miles to be like, yeah, I just lost my parents and I couldn't save them because their deaths, it's what's called a canon event, so all the Spider Police held me prisoner so I wouldn't try to stop it. Like, come on now. And when Miles tells Gwen, you were right, you should have never come back, I was like, yeah, screw you, Gwen. You, Peter, and all of Miles' spider friends are stabbing him in the back right now. At number 4, taking a leap of faith. According to Peter, that's what it's all about. This is like Miles Morales' Rocky-style training scene, but instead of punching bags, he's jumping off skyscrapers, and instead of Eye of the Tiger, it's What's Up Danger. This is also the scene where he finally gets his own suit. It was this moment where he finally understood what it took to be a Spider-Man and got that confidence boost. Can't stop him now. At number 3, saving Gwen / becoming friends. Okay, first of all, they were already friends before this, but this was like the official moment. Sucks that they had to immediately part ways after this. Second of all, my man did the save. Like, the same one that's done in like every Spider-Man franchise at this point. Give a little assist to Peter for swinging him in the right direction, but that's one more for the good guys, you know what I'm saying? I also love how Gwen just seemed unbothered by potential death. She was just like, nice suit, Miles. At number 2, defeating Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. I mean, this is a big deal because you're defeating Wilson Fisk, like that in itself is huge. But this was also the moment where it was like, Miles is like really in the game as Spider-Man now, and he really knows what it is he's doing. And he defeated him with the shoulder touch. I guess the shoulder touch did work out after all, just not in the way he expected. And then at number 1, for my favorite Miles Morales Spider-Man moment, escaping the Spider Society. This was one man versus an entire Spider-Man army, and the one man won. I feel like that tells you all you need to know about Miles Morales and why he very well may be the best Spider-Man. I mean, just look at what he did. He was even put at a disadvantage because his friends were trying to screw him over. Like, Peter was just sitting there trying to like say, hey, I'm still your buddy, man, here, hold my baby, while meanwhile everyone's tracking his position. Now, to give Gwen a little bit of credit here, she did try to save him, right? But Miles wasn't having it. He's like, no, you betrayed me. And then it was made even worse later when it found out that like everyone knew that he wasn't supposed to be Spider-Man and no one said anything to him. But Miles was able to lure everyone to where he needed to be to like get into a position where he can take out Miguel and just make his getaway. Sitting there telling people, everyone's trying to tell me how my story is supposed to end, but nah, I'ma do it my way. And I'm just like, hell yeah, Miles. Go save your family, man. Then it makes it even more heartbreaking that he was sent to the wrong universe. Man, I need this third movie now. I need the third movie now. I think Miles Morales is gonna have some crazy moments in that movie as well, and I cannot wait to see how it goes down. So there you have it, guys. That's my list for the top 10 best Miles Morales Spider-Man moments. Next week, I'll be breaking down my picks for the top 10 best moments of the Mandalorian warrior turned Jedi, Sabine Wren. But all you Spider-Verse fans out there, don't go anywhere, because in 2 weeks' time, I'll be giving you my picks for the 10 best moments of the Spider-Woman Gwen Stacy. Again, you only have to wait 2 more weeks. Thank you all so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next week.